Alright, now I know y'all missed me for a hot second because I was in foreign and Wetty was holding on the fort. Nevertheless, I am back, and as you know, if you didn't know, I'm the head bitch in charge. So I gave Wetty her week, and now I am back. Alright, I just wrapped on a very, very interesting project. Next week I'll probably tell you about my time away, but this week something heated is happening in Trinidad. I wrapped on an interesting project with a very, very talented young man, and I want to share him with you. His name is Eustace Dyer.
The ball, B&G better than the mall. Never been the floor. Pretty kitty, manicured claws. Silly, never been a drawer. When the purr, Betty, when the pour. Cause a stir when she on the floor. Giving in the all. Champagne always on the pour. Some happy, others can applaud. Bum bitches like you, but of course. Mermaid coming on the shore. Take the prince crown and a coin. Shut it down and the bitch is gone.
Okay, so welcome back. I am here with the talented Eustace Dyer, who is a world-renowned photographer. And I say world-renowned because we are going places. We are not just about Trinidad. We are not just about the Caribbean. We are about the Caribbean and beyond. And that is Eustace. Eustace, tell me a bit about yourself, about your background, where you've come from, where you are, that kind of stuff.
Well, you know my name. I'm actually from Diego Martin.
Diego Martin in the house. Hello.
Yeah, and I started photography like about 2 years ago.
Okay.
I remember picking up my first little digital camera and taking pictures with my friends, and then ended up meeting up with my mentor, Sancho Francisco, and he taught me a little bit about photography, and then I took it to the next level.
So, Eustace, if you had to give us just a bit of an insight about what photography is to you, what would you say that is?
Well, I would say to me, photography is not just about a photo. Photography for me is about getting that inner beauty in someone. I mean, everybody has that in them that comes out ever so often. And as a photographer, you need to be able to get that out on camera. You know, so that's for me, photography is about bringing out what's beautiful on the inside.
I agree, because you know, some people on the outside, bitch, woo, rough, but on the inside, there's something beautiful in all of us. And Eustace, I think that's a very, very good perspective. Tell me a bit about where Eustace Dyer photography is right now.
Well, basically we're doing some work in Trinidad. You know, we're working on a couple projects that we have coming soon. I can't mention it now.
Top secret! Getting the first glimpse on Keep It Real!
We're actually working on some project. My goal right now is to help Trinidad develop their industry. I mean, a lot of times we may think that we have a good industry here and it's not really organized.
Okay,
you know, so
I hear you.
Yeah, a lot of times models and photographers don't make money. You know, the only people that clearly makes money is designers.
This is true, because I am a hot model and I am not getting my coins. Where are my coins? Back to Eustace.
Yeah, so we want to develop avenues in which models could actually make something out of this. Avenues where they can be seen internationally and not just doing it as a hobby now. You know, you want to take it and make it more serious, you know.
Fabulous, I agree. So it's all about progressing the actual industry of fashion and photography in Trinidad. So are you, now this is a bit of an answer, are you currently based, would you say that you're based in Trinidad, or are you based in foreign?
Well, I mean, don't matter. I mean, I've been to the UK before. I was in the UK for over a year now, and I came back, and I'm going to be going back in a couple months.
Nice.
But
so you'll have to catch Eustace while he's here, because he is only staying here for a hot second. Right.
Yeah, so I definitely, once a Trinidadian is always a Trinidadian.
I agree.
So wherever I go, I'm based Trinidad. You know, Trinidad is my home country. You know, the only reason for me going to the UK is not to live in a bigger country or to live in a nicer country. I'm going to the UK to take Trinidad's name to the next level. You know, my goal is to become internationally known, and you have to make certain sacrifices, and I believe leaving Trinidad is a sacrifice.
I hear you. Listen, I am willing to make that hot sacrifice in a second. So if you get citizenship, hello, this is still empty. Hello, just saying. Eustace, tell me a bit about your style of photography. What style of photography speaks best to you, and what best describes Eustace's style of photography?
Well, I'm actually going into fashion photography now, but I am extremely good at portraiture because of, as I told you, getting that inner beauty is my speciality. So I am very, very good at portraiture, just taking that beautiful beauty shot. I'm really, really good at that. So I'm actually getting into fashion now because it's my dream, it's my goal. So I'm definitely doing that right now.
Fabulous. Now, Eustace, you are one of the photographers that approached me and said, Jinnay, I love your work. I really, really want to shoot with you. But it's actually, honest with you, it's been many. It's been many. They've been knocking on my door, overflowing my inbox. And I am taking a very, very specific stance to say I will shoot with Eustace. Because I feel like there's something specifically special about your photography. Not coming from me, though, coming from you. Tell us what makes, or what is specific and unique to Eustace's style of photography?
Well, I believe that photography, fashion photography that is, and portrait photography only, it's as good as your model. You know, and I think my ability to choose that specific, that perfect face is what takes my photography to the next level. You know, a lot of photographers use their liking for a particular type of person. For example, some guys will like a girl and they'll say, oh, I want to shoot her, but not thinking in their mind, maybe I just like the girl because I'm attracted to her.
That's ratchet.
I don't choose.
That's what you call ratchet.
I don't choose a model because I'm attracted to them. I choose a model because they have that unique features that will be able to take my idea to the next level. So if they have, the model has to actually fit into the idea that I'm shooting in order for me to shoot them.
Well, you know, that's bittersweet because at first I thought when you hit me up, we had a special connection, but I guess not, but you said that's okay. That's alright. The product will speak for itself. Tell me some of the faces, some of the iconoclasts of fashion that are currently working and on their way up to the top that have passed through the lens of Eustace style.
Well, I worked with a lot of models. I worked with so many models. I mean, there's...
you never mind me, darling. You never mind me. You continue. You've worked with many models.
Yeah. So I worked with KIR. Right now she's doing pretty well in the fashion industry. I worked with the fascinating Cheyenne Preto.
Dear God, I've seen images of fabulous.
Yeah, so I'm proud to say that I've actually been one of the first photographers that he has worked with. You know, I have worked with 2 signed international models. Right?
Hello!
It's
international, honey. Yeah.
There's a young guy, he's only 14, his name is Vishon Singh. I mean, I believe we're going to show a photo of him.
There you go.
Yeah, he's signed with Gadal Model Management and fitness model Kenny Lindsay.
Kenny Lindsay, this is fitness model Kenny Lindsay.
Amazing body, and of course my favorite models is Jabari McQueen, and he's doing really good. As a photographic model and a fashion model, he's doing really good. So I'm proud to say that I've worked with these guys and they've been doing really well.
Eustace, now I have immense respect for our fashion industry, both locally and regionally. I think that we are definitely going places. Over the last few years, we have advanced so much, so much. And I want to ask you 2 questions. One, what do you think the current problem is, or what is holding us back from really staking our claim internationally? And 2, how do you think we fix that problem?
Well, I think generally, Trinidad's biggest problem, and I say generally because in every industry we have that problem, is the fact that we don't promote talent, we promote people that are known. You understand? Wow. And that is a big problem that's going to always affect our country on a whole. You know, in the States and in the UK, not in the UK per se, but in America, they promote talent.
Yes.
You know, and the reason, and it always takes the industry to to new levels. You know, and that's our biggest problem. We need to start promoting talent.
I agree, and I will tell you, even in me working in the industry, hello, I work in the art industry, you're wrong. I have seen so many times where you're right, we do gravitate to the known. We gravitate to those who have already established themselves and have been working functionally for the last 20 years. And we're not automatically gravitating towards people who are fresh new talent.
Yeah.
See the talent, hone the talent, and develop the talent, and continuously grow towards that, so that the people that, yes, are established, they will continue to establish themselves, but there has to be some sort of feeding of the new, so that we continuously progress.
And I think what the government could do, and it's the easiest
She reached on the hot government. You go ahead, Eustace.
Simplest way. I mean, they try to be technically correct, but it's the simplest thing that any government could do to help our fashion industry is to, number one, we award the ones that have done it out there and who have paved
recognize them.
We recognize them. So we have award shows for the fashion industry. And secondly, we allow a measure to be put in place that every clothing store should sell a designer's clothing. So they should
local designer's clothes,
so that people, Trinidadians, will buy it.
Okay.
The only reason they can't buy it is because no one will go to a mailing store to buy an outfit, because they know that they're going to get the 500 and up tags on the clothes. Now, if a designer's name is what's promoted. And if you notice Giorgio Armani, you can't buy one of his outfits in his actual stores. I mean, that's for celebrities.
Right.
But you could get an Armani exchange t-shirt with the name on it. And if, in order for our designers to get known and get Trinidadians who want to actually purchase stuff from them, they need to sell clothes for the regular
public.
Yeah.
Now, I will say Mailing did bring out, I think it's M2 through Mickles. And I think that was an attempt at exactly what you're speaking about. Yes, we do have our local designs, and we have our couture pieces, or the specific pieces that our clients come to us first to design. But we also want to mass produce, so that there's a name and there's a label out there.
Definitely.
This, speaking about fashion, I must apologize. This dress is not the most flattering on camera, but I promise you in person, Eustace is currently sweating. Just putting it out there. I realize you're finally getting a little half-medium body shot of Jinnay. Don't worry, I lost some weight in the snow. Anyway, Eustace, finally, the last question. What would you say to any upcoming models, any upcoming talent in the fashion industry, from a personal perspective and their possible connection with you, and also from an industry perspective? Advice, thoughts, anything?
Well, my advice to young models is the fact that not everybody is a model. Not everybody could be a model. Not because they're going to be...
Preach!
Not because
Say that again. Say it. I want you to say it again for me, because some hoes, as we posting pictures every day on Twitter, no names called.
Yeah, I'm having rock hard abs and going to the gym and being tall, slim and red doesn't make you a model.
Ooh, shade, honey, shade!
Yeah, I just want to explain to young people that a model is someone that has a symmetrical face, a face that will be able to sell clothing. You understand? A model doesn't mean that you're beautiful or you're more attractive than the average Joe. A model is somebody that has unique features so that nobody else would have a face like that. And that is why they use specific looks for modeling.
So that the image that is produced is unique in itself because of the stuff.
And it would be able to sell clothes. You know, it is, right? I mean, there's so many different misconceptions about the industry. You know, there are different types of models, right? There are fashion models that do runway and sell clothing. But there are also glamour models, fitness models.
Glamour.
There are glamour models, there are fitness models, there are hand models. There are even models that, like Kim Kardashian is a short girl, but she's a model. So at the end of the day, if you don't have that tall, symmetrical face, you need to fit yourself in that category of modeling and then push yourself, do photo shoots that will represent what you can do or what category you fit in. So you need to look and research before you start modeling.
Nice.
You know?
So Eustace, before I allow you to go, let's let the people out there know how we can contact you. whether it be young photographers that need advice about how to get into the industry, young models, makeup artists, whatever. How do we contact Eustace?
Well, you could email me at eustacedyerphotography@gmail.com.
That is eustacedyerphotography@gmail.com. It will be right here.
Yeah, I'm also on Facebook, you know, on Eustace Dyer Photography, my page. Yeah. So, I mean, that's the best way to contact me.
Nice.
You know? Yeah.
Fabulous. Now, as I hinted at before, the reason why I'm here with Eustace is primarily because Eustace contacted me. He said, Jinnay, I love you, I love the look, I love the energy, and I want to put you on film. And I said, all right, this is fabulous. And so the image is coming up this week. You're not getting it at the end of this video. I will be posting it on my page this week, and so will Eustace. So between my Facebook page and Eustace's Facebook page, look out for the fabulous glamour shots serving you fantastical realness for the gods of Mizz Jinnay. Eustace, it has been absolutely fabulous sitting down with you. The photo shoot was fabulous, the interview was fabulous. I know everybody out there is loving it, and we are going to check out Eustace's page to see more of the photographs that he's done and also to follow his journey as he continues in the industry. Support local. This is Mizz Jinnay having sat down with the Eustace Dyer Photography, coming to you this week to say hello, keep it real.